Hello, and welcome back to Fem Life. If you'd like to support me, please use my affiliate links mentioned below. Every purchase you make will bring me closer to my gender transition. This is a new little series I've created for everyone to enjoy. My writing often focuses on younger characters, which is my way of processing my past experiences. This will likely be my last series of this kind for a while as I work towards becoming a novelist. I plan to continue writing for the next month or two, but my future projects may depend on the outcome of a current legal issue. I hope you enjoy it and feel free to comment. Pick up your toys, Megan called out to her son. Do I have to? Sam shouted back from downstairs. Yes, you do, Megan replied, frustrated with the constant struggle every time she asked her 8-year-old to do something. Why? Because I need to babysit Chloe today, and I can't have the rooms looking messy. Choose one toy to play with and put the rest away. Don't make me repeat myself. Sam knew better than to argue when his mom used that line. The one time he tested her, he was grounded for 2 weeks and forbidden from watching TV. He picked up the scattered toys and tossed them into his toy chest. Megan disliked how he treated his things, but she wasn't in the mood for another argument. Sam decided to play video games and wait for Chloe, the 6-year-old girl his mom watched frequently. Like most boys, he preferred to avoid her and wished she would stay out of his way. I got a new dress, Mrs. Megan, Chloe said, spinning to show off her new yellow sundress. I see, Chloe. It's a lovely dress, Megan said with a smile, patting the little girl on the head. I also got matching shoes and a purse, but I left the purse at home, Chloe pouted slightly. Megan found it endearing. It's okay, sweetie. I'm sure the purse is lovely too. Megan enjoyed spending time with Chloe while her mother worked a second job. Where's Sam? Chloe asked, noticing his absence. He's up in his room. Why don't you go join him? Megan had long suspected that Chloe had a crush on Sam. Whenever Chloe visited, her attention was always on Sam. Okay, Chloe said and skipped out of the room, heading upstairs. When she reached Sam's bedroom door, she tried the knob but found it locked. Sam heard someone trying to open the door and smirked, pleased with his cleverness. As soon as Chloe arrived, he had locked and barricaded the door to avoid interaction. Sam, Chloe complained, let me in. Then come in, I'm not stopping you. The door is locked, Chloe explained. No, it's not. You're just too weak to open it, Sam laughed to himself. It's not funny. Let me in, Chloe banged on the door. After a minute, the banging stopped, and Sam felt a small sense of victory. He turned his attention back to his PlayStation 2 and inserted a wrestling game. Moments later, the door swung open, and Chloe burst into the room with Sam's mom right behind her. Sam spun around in surprise and fear. His mom waved a small cue with a grin. Now you two play nicely. I don't want to keep coming up here, Megan instructed. Yes, Mom, Sam mumbled, clearly deflated. Megan laughed as she went downstairs. She knew that in a few years, her son might be eager for attention from a girl, perhaps even from Chloe herself. Can I play with you? Chloe asked, sitting on the edge of the bed. No, Sam replied firmly. Why not? Because it's a wrestling game, and girls don't play wrestling games. I watch wrestling with my dad all the time. It's funny. It's not funny, Sam said, annoyed that Chloe didn't understand. It's extreme. They're just pretending to fight. No, they're not. Sam grew frustrated hearing Chloe dismiss wrestling as fake. Yes, they are. It's all pretend. It's not fake. Sam's anger flared as Chloe continued to taunt him. Fake, 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 Chloe chanted, knowing exactly how to push his buttons. She found it cute when he was mad. Does this feel fake? Sam slapped Chloe on her bare thigh, leaving a hand-sized red mark. Ouch, I'm telling. Stupid girl, Sam shouted, turning back to his game. Stupid boy, Chloe stuck out her tongue and ran off to report him. Sam hoped his mother would keep Chloe out of his room, allowing him some peace and quiet. But his brief respite was broken when Megan and Chloe returned. Turn it off, Megan ordered. Why? Clearly, you can't play nicely with that game. Turn it off, or I'll just throw it out. Without protest, Sam shut off the game and the TV, knowing he had no other choice. Now you two play nicely, or someone's getting a spanking. Me? Chloe asked, eyes wide with fear. No, sweetie, not you, Megan reassured her, ruffling her hair. Sam picked up one of his G.I. Joes and started playing. I didn't bring any dolls. Can I play with one of yours? Chloe asked. I don't have any dolls. You have one right there in your hand. Equals. This isn't a doll. Then what is it? It's an action figure. It looks like a doll to me. That's because girls don't understand anything. I'll just play with one of your cars, or is that an action figure too? Just take it and leave me alone. Chloe picked a small Matchbox car from the toy chest and started rolling it on the floor. Realizing she'd likely stay in his room as long as she was at the house, Sam decided to move to the hallway and play next to the banister. A few minutes later, Chloe followed him. Though she didn't speak or interact, she stayed close, which annoyed Sam. He tried his best to ignore her, but Chloe soon rolled the car over his foot. Would you stop that? Sam shouted. I'm not doing anything, Chloe shouted back. Stop touching me. I'm not touching you, Chloe replied, rolling the car over his foot again. See, you touched me. No, the car touched you. Yell at the car. Chloe smirked as she saw Sam's face turn red with anger. Let's see how you like this. Sam pushed Chloe away with his foot, giggling as she tumbled backwards. Her sundress got messy, revealing her panties. Chloe screamed in a way Sam had never heard before, a cry of genuine pain. Sam was confused, he had barely touched her. Stop that, Sam said, worried about getting in trouble. Chloe continued to cry. I'm sorry, okay? I didn't mean it. Megan rushed up the stairs and saw Chloe crying on the floor. What did you do to her? I didn't do anything. We were just playing, and she fell. Is that true? Megan asked, cradling Chloe in her arms. He kicked me, Chloe sobbed. I did not. I just pushed her away because she was bothering me. Maybe next time, you'll get hurt for bothering me. How would you like that? Sam was stunned by his mother's harsh tone. He realized he had really messed up this time. Where does it hurt, sweetie? Megan asked Chloe, turning her focus to the crying child. There, Chloe pointed to her lower leg. Try standing up and see how it feels. Chloe grasped the banister and carefully lifted herself up, avoiding pressure on her injured leg. She stood upright but leaned against the banister for support. Try taking a step on it, Megan instructed. Chloe attempted to step forward, but as soon as her weight shifted onto the hurt leg, she collapsed to the floor, crying out in pain. Sam watched in shock, regretting that his actions had caused the little girl harm. All he wanted was to be left alone. I think we should have a doctor examine that leg to ensure everything is okay inside, Megan said. She carried Chloe downstairs and placed her in the car. Sam sat beside her, apologizing repeatedly on the way to the hospital. The wait at the hospital was torturous for Sam. His mother didn't speak to him, and he felt terrible about Chloe's injury. The doctor took x-rays and discovered a fracture in Chloe's lower leg. They put a pink cast on it and advised that she needed to keep weight off it for a month. Sam saw his mother and Chloe emerge from behind the swinging doors. The pink cast stood out, and he knew he was in for significant trouble once they got home. I'm really, really sorry, Chloe. I didn't mean to break your leg. It's just a fracture, Megan reassured him. Accidents like this happen when playing too rough. I'm sorry, Mom. How many times do I have to say it? You've apologized enough, but we need to address your behavior, Megan said. Sam understood that meant punishment was coming. He decided to drop the subject, hoping his mother would be less upset when she decided on his punishment. The ride home was the quietest Sam had ever experienced, even the radio was off. When they arrived, Megan carried Chloe inside and settled her at the kitchen table. You can stay down here with us, Megan told Sam. Yes, Mom, Sam replied respectfully. Sam sat near Chloe, feeling remorseful and wanting to be close to the girl he had irritated earlier. Can I take this off now? Chloe asked. My leg feels much better, really. Sorry, sweetie, Megan said. It has to stay on for a month to heal properly. A whole month? Chloe pouted. Yep, a whole month. The pink looks really pretty, Sam said, noticing the tears welling in Chloe's eyes. Did you pick it out yourself? Chloe nodded, sniffling and fighting back tears. Please don't be sad. I'm really sorry, Sam said. I was going to dance camp next week. Now I can't do anything, Chloe sobbed. Sam didn't know what to do, so he stood up and hugged her, letting her cry on his shoulder. I'll do anything you want, just stop crying, please. Megan observed her son, surprised by his newfound compassion. It was very out of character for him. Anything? Chloe asked, her tears subsiding. Yes, anything, Sam affirmed. Will you play tea party with me? Yes, Sam said, forcing a smile despite his lack of enthusiasm for such games. That sounds like a great idea, Megan said with excitement. I'll get everything ready and bring it to you in the living room. Thanks, Mrs. Megan. Thank you, Mom. Megan carried Chloe into the living room and set her down on the floor. Sam followed and sat across from her. He was determined to make up for his earlier mistake. Megan left to prepare the tea party supplies. Do you want to play patty cake while we wait for the tea? Chloe asked. Sure, but I don't know how. I'll show you, Chloe said, smiling for the first time since her injury. Chloe taught Sam the basics of patty cake and the pattern she knew best. Sam struggled at first, being a bit uncoordinated, but after several tries, he began to get the hang of it and even started to enjoy himself. Megan observed from the doorway, impressed by the change in Sam. The grumpy boy from earlier had transformed into a considerate young person. Tea time, Megan announced, placing the tray beside the children. There's iced tea in the kettle, so be careful not to spill anything on the carpet. Keep playing nicely. Chloe took charge of the tea party, showing Sam how to play. Sam was more than happy to join in and was genuinely having fun. He was surprised to find enjoyment in doing girl things with Chloe. For the first time, he felt something new towards her and was puzzled by it. Making her happy felt good. As Sam watched Chloe, he thought, her hair is really pretty. Blonde is nice. I wonder what it's like to have long hair like that. Does it get hot in summer? If I were her, I'd put it in a ponytail. We have the same color eyes, that's cool. She's kind of pretty for a girl. If I were a girl, I'd want to look like her. I wonder if that dress feels nice. It's so light and doesn't seem scratchy like jeans. I can see her underwear. I bet she doesn't know. They have little flowers on them, cool. I wonder if they feel different from boys' underwear. I wish I hadn't hurt her leg. I knew she'd choose pink for her cast. Girls always pick pink. If I were a girl, I'd pick pink too. Hello, do you want some more tea? Huh? Sam snapped back to reality. I asked if you wanted more tea. Why didn't you answer? Sorry, I was just thinking. Yes, I'd like some more tea. What were you thinking about? Chloe asked, pouring more tea into Sam's cup. Just thinking about how to make you feel better, Sam said, trying to hide his thoughts. What did you think of? This, Sam said, leaning over and giving Chloe a quick peck on the cheek. He blushed deeply, feeling like his entire face had turned red. Cool, Chloe said, also blushing slightly. Megan was sitting in the kitchen with Chloe's mother while the children played in another room. I know he didn't mean to hurt her, Lisa said, but Chloe's still in a cast. Accidents happen sometimes, Megan replied. We'll do everything we can to make amends. Chloe was so excited about going to dance camp. She really looked forward to it. I know, and it's unfortunate. But there will be other opportunities. We wanted her to be around other girls. There aren't any her age in the neighborhood. I understand. It's unfortunate that this happened. Plus, Tom and I were planning a second honeymoon. We haven't had any time just for ourselves in ages. You two can still take your trip. But what about Chloe? We'll look after her while you're away. She's always a joy to have. And what about Sam? Can he be trusted? He can, Megan replied, slightly annoyed. Kids get into accidents, and Sam is truly sorry for what happened. It would be a shame to cancel our trip. Are you sure it won't be a hassle? I'm certain. So, what punishment did you decide on for Sam? I know you're not into spankings. I haven't decided yet. Still thinking of something? Well, I have an idea. What's the plan? Since you wanted Chloe to be around other girls, and I need to teach Sam a lesson, I think it's a good opportunity for him to explore a different side of himself. You mean? He needs to connect with his softer side for a while. What do you think? So, you'll have two girls here while I'm away. Exactly. That's quite a plan. You'll have to take some pictures. So you're willing to help? Of course, in any way I can. Could you take Sam for a few hours so I can get things ready? Certainly. It'll keep Chloe occupied while I inform the camp that she won't be attending. Great. When the moms entered the room, Sam quickly pulled his hand away from Chloe's. The door made a slight squeak, but he wasn't caught. Sam, I need you to go with Mrs. Lisa for a while. She needs your help. Okay? Okay, Mom, Sam said, actually looking forward to spending more time with Chloe. Don't you have something to say to Mrs. Lisa? Oh, right, Sam said, realizing what his mom meant. He stood in front of Chloe's mom. I'm really sorry for what I did. I'll do anything to make it up to you and Chloe. We'll talk about that later. For now, let's head to my house and you two can keep playing there. Can you give Chloe a piggyback ride? Sure, Sam said eagerly. He helped Chloe onto his back and walked to the neighbor's house. He managed the stairs with little trouble and, following Chloe's directions, got her into her room. He set her on the bed and handed her a doll when she asked. So this is what a girl's room looks like, Sam thought, surveying the space. Just like I imagined. Dolls, a dollhouse, stuffed animals everywhere. Flowers on the walls, a canopy bed. Everything's white, pink, and flowery, even the bed sheets. If I were a girl, I'd want a room like this. It's kind of cool, actually. If I had to, I could live in a room like this. Chloe seems to love it. She belongs here with all her dolls and pink stuff. Sam joined Chloe on the bed and pretended to help her style the doll's hair, though he was really looking for any excuse to be close to her. Chloe? Sam asked, feeling unusually nervous. Yes? Do you still like me even though I hurt you? Chloe smiled, her affection evident. Yes, I still like you. Well, I like you too, Sam admitted, a bit unsure. Really? Chloe's face brightened. Yeah, is that okay? Chloe nodded vigorously. Yes, it's okay. I meant what I said before, I'll do anything you want. Whatever makes you happy. Chloe pondered for a moment, then asked, will you be my boyfriend? Okay, Sam said, blushing and smiling. He was thrilled by the question, though he wasn't sure why he was so eager now when just hours earlier Chloe had been an annoyance. Cool, Chloe replied, returning his smile. So what does a boyfriend do? Sam asked, curious. They hold your hand, give you hugs and kisses, and do nice things, Chloe explained. Okay, Sam said, realizing he had a lot to learn about being a boyfriend. He gave Chloe a hug and enjoyed the warmth of the embrace. Now we kiss, Chloe instructed. The two leaned in and shared a quick kiss on the lips. It was innocent but sent a shiver through Sam's body. He wasn't sure how he felt about it yet, but figured he'd figure it out with more practice. Break it up, you two, Lisa said as she entered the room, unaware of what had just happened. Sam blushed and turned toward her, flustered. It's okay. Boys are allowed to hug girls here. This is a cootie-free zone, Lisa said with a laugh. Oh, right, Sam said, struggling for words as Chloe giggled. Your mom's back. You and Chloe will go over to your place while I finish getting things ready. Ready for what? Sam asked. Chloe will stay with you for the next 2 weeks since she can't go to dance camp, and Tom and I are heading to Hawaii. Okay, cool, Sam said, letting Chloe climb onto his back for the walk to his house. Sam, is that you? Megan called from downstairs as she heard the door close. Yeah, Mom. And Chloe. Great, bring her upstairs with you. Sam carried Chloe upstairs and set her on his bed. After seeing her vibrant room, he noticed how plain his room seemed by comparison but quickly pushed the thought aside. He sat next to Chloe on the bed. You need to take your shower, Megan told Sam. I'll put your fresh clothes on the bathroom counter. You can change in there. Sure, Mom, Sam said, unaware of the plan in motion. His nightly routine included showering and changing into pajamas after dinner, but he figured his mom might need to bathe Chloe and was simply saving time. Sam hopped into the shower and closed the frosted glass door, which shielded him from prying eyes. A few minutes in, he heard the door open and saw his mom placing his clothes on the counter and taking away his dirty ones. She closed the door behind her, and Sam finished his shower, ensuring he was thoroughly clean to avoid another wash later. He turned off the water, slid the shower door slightly open, and grabbed a towel from the rack. He dried himself off in the shower to avoid creating a mess. When he walked over to the folded clothes, he immediately noticed something was off. The clothes were pink and white, nothing he owned. Unfolding them, he discovered they were a girl's nightgown and a pair of girls' underwear adorned with little hearts. Carrying the clothes to his room, Sam almost forgot about Chloe staying over. Mom! Sam called out, irritated. You might want to put something on before a little bird comes along and snatches it away, Megan said, her eyes twinkling with amusement as she saw Chloe giggling at Sam's bareness. You put Chloe's clothes in the bathroom instead of mine, Sam said, using the pile of clothes to cover himself as he realized he was exposed. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. Look at this. Sam threw the clothes at his mother, his anger evident despite his nudity. He wanted his usual night clothes. Megan examined the nightgown and underwear. Yep, this is what I left out for you. But that's girls' stuff. Exactly. That's your punishment for injuring someone. You'll experience what it's like to be a girl to make up for the girls Chloe was supposed to be with at dance camp. But you can't do that. Sam protested. Oh, I certainly can. You said you'd do anything to make it up to Chloe. Well, this is what you need to do. She actually thinks it's a great idea for her boyfriend to be a girl for a while. We discussed it thoroughly while you were showering. I won't do it. Sam ran to his dresser, hoping to find his regular clothes, expecting his mom to stop him. To his surprise, she didn't. Megan smiled as Sam rummaged through the drawers, realizing his clothes were locked away in the neighbor's shed, and his dresser was filled with 2 weeks' worth of girls' clothing. "Where are my clothes?" Sam demanded, spinning around. "They're in a safe place. If you accept your punishment without much fuss, you'll get all your stuff back in 2 weeks. But if you cause trouble, this could be your punishment for the entire year, including when school starts." Sam looked down, knowing his mom was serious and that he couldn't remain unclothed. He felt self-conscious, especially with Chloe's laughter and his now shrunken boyhood from the shower water. "Okay, I'll do it," Sam said, defeated. "Good girl," Megan said with a smile, holding out the panties for Sam to step into. Sam slipped his left leg in first, followed by his right. His mom pulled the panties up to his waist, attempting to restore some dignity to the situation. So this is what they feel like, Sam thought, resigned to the fact that he'd be a girl for the next 2 weeks. They're kind of nice and soft. Not so bad, really. In fact, they're more comfortable than my usual stuff. "Lift your arms," Megan instructed, pleased when Sam complied without protest. She carefully draped the nightgown over him, admiring how convincingly he could pass as a girl. "Silky," Sam thought as his mom and Chloe worked on his hair. "This isn't too bad. It doesn't stick like regular pajamas. I can feel the cool air, and it's not as stuffy. I could get used to this for 2 weeks, as long as no one sees me." "Take a look in the mirror," Megan said. Sam approached the mirror, expecting to see his usual self, just in a nightgown instead of pajamas. He gasped when he saw a girl staring back at him. Although he knew it was his reflection, he didn't recognize the girl. Overwhelmed, he began to cry. "What's wrong?" Megan asked, surprised at how quickly he became emotional. She had anticipated he'd eventually connect with his emotions, but hadn't expected it so soon. "I look just like a girl," Sam sobbed. "Of course you do, that was the point of the punishment." "I know, but I didn't think I'd actually look like one." Think of it this way, it's not just a punishment, it's a chance to see how girls live. It's like being a spy. "A dangerous spy?" Sam's sobs lessened. "Yes, a very important spy on a crucial mission to save the world from evil terrorists. To get close, you need to blend in as a girl so they won't suspect the world-famous Sam, super spy." "Do I need a girl's name?" "We can still call you Sam, short for Samantha." "And no one will know my real identity?" "Exactly. You'll be Samantha, Chloe's cousin from Idaho." "What about Sam?" "He'll be busy helping Uncle Bill break in a few wild stallions at the ranch." "Really?" Sam's interest peaked as the story began to make sense. "Sure. You look like a girl, so no one will suspect it's you. You do your punishment, keep Chloe company, and play with her, and it will be over before you know it." "But I don't know how to be a girl," Sam admitted. "Chloe and I will help you. We won't let you do anything dangerous or get hurt." "And no one will know what I'm doing?" "Chloe won't tell?" "Not at all. Only those in this room and Chloe's parents know, and it will stay that way. I guess I can do it for 2 weeks, then. I'm a super spy, after all." Sam smiled, imagining himself in his secret mission. "Good girl. There's pizza downstairs for dinner, and we'll watch a movie before bedtime." "Okay," Sam replied, watching as his mother carried Chloe downstairs to the kitchen table. He took a moment to compose himself before joining them. Entering the bathroom, he glanced at his reflection in the mirror. Although seeing the girl staring back at him was still a bit unsettling, he managed to smile. "Sam, you make a hell of a spy," he said to his reflection, then blew a kiss to himself.